this morning is one of my favorites. It's Corinthians 10:5. We take every thought captive to obey Christ. Take every thought captive. Not every thought that enters the mind deserves hospitality. Is that what that's saying? Paul says that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. They're not fleshly. They have divine power to destroy strongholds. And then he speaks of arguments, lofty opinions, raised up against the knowledge of God, and thoughts taken captivity to obey Christ. That means that the Christian mind is not neutral territory. That's important for you to understand. The interior movement here is from a captive imagination to obedient thought. The unformed heart lets the age think inside of it. It receives fear and calls it realism. It receives accusation and calls it discernment. It receives lust and calls it authenticity. It receives envy and calls it justice. It receives propaganda and calls it wisdom. It receives 1,000 fragments from glowing screens everywhere and calls the resulting confusion being informed. But Christ is Lord of the mind as well. Taking thoughts captive is not anti-intellectualism. It is not a refusal to think hard thoughts. It is the beginning of truly Christian thought. It means that the mind does not bow to every argument that sounds sophisticated, every fear that feels urgent, or every spiritual counterfeit that promises transcendence without repentance, or every cultural slogan that flatters the self. A thought may be loud and still be very false. It may be fashionable and still be rebellion against God. It may feel powerful and still be disobedience. So the steady heart asks, does this thought obey Christ? Does it agree with his revealed word? Does it lead toward truth, holiness, courage, repentance, love, and worship? Or does it make me a servant of fear, pride, lust, suspicion, despair? Our age is very good at colonizing attention. It does not merely inform the mind, it forms the mind. It catechizes through headlines, feeds, images, algorithms, panic, outrage, false spirituality, and the endless promise that the next little piece of knowledge will finally save us. But Christians do not outsource the government of the mind to the age. Christ has authority over what we believe, what we rehearse, what we imagine, what we fear, what we desire, and what we call wisdom. So do not let the screen become a pulpit for your soul. Bring the thought itself before Christ. If it will not obey him, it does not get to rule you. A steady mind is not empty. It is governed by Christ. Still is.